Have you ever caught a glimpse of your profile in a storefront window or a passing mirror and noticed something that wasn't there a few years ago? A small, soft, yet persistent mound at the base of your neck. It's a sight that brings an immediate, almost instinctive reaction. You pull your shoulders back, tuck your chin in, and try to stand as tall as possible. But 5 minutes later, as you return to your phone or your laptop, that posture collapses and the hump remains. In common parlance, we call it a buffalo hump. In clinical circles, it might be referred to as a Dowager's hump or a dorsocervical fat pad. But regardless of the name, the feeling is the same. It feels like a physical manifestation of fatigue, age, and modern life. Today, we're going to peel back the layers of this condition. We aren't just going to talk about what it is. We're going to talk about why your body is doing this to you, the secret biological protection mechanism behind it, and most importantly, a 3-step movement protocol, the YWTL, the wrist pull, and the wall tilt, that can help you reclaim your silhouette and your health. To fix a problem, we must first respect it. Most people look at a neck hump as a cosmetic failure or a sign of getting old. But your body doesn't do things by accident. Your body is a master of adaptation. Think about the human head. It weighs, on average, between 10 and 12 pounds, roughly the weight of a heavy bowling ball. When your ears are aligned over your shoulders, your spine supports that weight effortlessly. But for every inch your head moves forward, a position we now call tech neck, the effective weight of your head on the spine doubles. By the time you are looking down at a smartphone at a 45-degree angle, your neck is effectively trying to hold up a 50-pound weight. This creates a massive amount of shear stress at the C7-T1 junction, the hinge where your flexible neck meets your rigid upper back. If the body perceives that this area is under constant threat of injury or structural failure, it reacts. It begins to lay down fatty tissue and fibrous padding. Why? Because it is trying to cushion the joint. It is trying to provide structural support to a spine that is being pulled out of alignment. The buffalo hump is not an enemy. It is a defensive fortification built by a body that thinks it is under attack by gravity. Beyond the physical, there is a psychological weight to this condition. When we lose our upright posture, we often lose our sense of confidence. There is a deep biological link between our physical stance and our hormonal state. High-power poses, shoulders back, chest open, are linked to lower cortisol and higher confidence. Conversely, the protective slouch, shoulders rounded, head down, mimics the posture of someone who is defeated or hiding. Correcting a neck hump isn't just about how you look in a t-shirt. It's about signaling to your own nervous system that you are safe, upright, and in control. It's about moving from a state of defense to a state of presence. Before we move into the exercises, we have to address the hidden key mentioned by experts: persistence. You did not develop a neck hump in 20 minutes. It took thousands of hours of sitting at desks, driving cars, and scrolling through feeds. You cannot stretch it away in one session. The key to dissolving the buffalo hump is not intensity, it is frequency. We are essentially trying to convince the body that the fortification is no longer necessary. We do this by proving to the body, hour after hour, that the head is back over the shoulders and the pressure is gone. The first tool in our arsenal is the YWTL sequence. This is perhaps the most comprehensive postural exercise ever designed because it addresses every muscle group in the thoracic spine. Imagine standing tall, reaching your arms toward the sky at a 45-degree angle. Your palms face forward. This isn't a passive reach. You're actively pulling your thumbs back, feeling the muscles between your shoulder blades ignite. The Y targets the lower trapezius, a muscle that is almost always dormant in modern humans. When the lower trap is weak, the upper trap takes over, pulling your shoulders toward your ears and contributing to that hump. By holding the Y for 30 seconds, you are waking up the anchor of your spine. From the Y, you pull your elbows down and back, tucked toward your ribs, creating the shape of a W. This is where the magic happens for the middle trapezius and rhomboids. You're squeezing your shoulder blades together as if you're trying to hold a coin between them. This movement directly counteracts the rounded shoulder look. It pulls the humerus, the arm bone, back into its socket, opening up the chest, and relieving the pressure on the back of the neck. Now extend your arms straight out to the sides, palms still facing forward. Pull your arms back as far as they will go without arching your lower back. The T stretches the pectoralis minor, the small chest muscle that, when tight, acts like a cable pulling your shoulders forward into a slouch. Finally, tuck your elbows into your waist with your forearms pointing forward, then rotate your hands outward as far as possible. This is external rotation. Most of our lives are spent in internal rotation, typing, driving, eating. The L flips the switch. It strengthens the rotator cuff and forces the chest to open. Doing this sequence for 2 minutes every day is like hitting the reset button on your nervous system. Once we have activated the back muscles, we need to create space. This second exercise is about decompression. By reaching behind your back and grabbing your wrist, you are locking your shoulders into a retracted position. You are essentially creating a shelf for your spine. When you pull your arms straight and squeeze the blades, you're opening the front of the body. Then comes the tilt. Slowly, gently, you look toward the ceiling. As you do this, you must breathe out. This is crucial. Exhalation signals to the brain that the body is safe. If you hold your breath while stretching, your brain triggers a stretch reflex, causing the muscles to tighten up to prevent injury. By exhaling, you allow the fascia at the base of the neck to soften. You are telling the body, you can let go now. I have the support I need. The final exercise is the most specific. It targets the corners of the neck. Many people forget that the neck hump isn't just a back issue. It's a front of the neck issue. The muscles in the front, the SCM and the scalenes, become shortened and tight, acting like a leash that keeps your head pulled forward. By placing your hand high on a wall, you're fixing the fascia of the chest in place. When you turn away and tilt your head back, you're stretching that leash. This is often the aha moment for many. You will feel a pull that goes from behind your ear all the way down to your collarbone. That tension is what has been holding your hump in place. You can do these exercises for 15 minutes a day, but if you spend the other 23 hours in a slumped position, progress will be slow. We have to look at our environment. The eye level rule, whether it's your monitor or your phone, bring the device to your eyes, not your eyes to the device. The lumbar support. A hump often starts at the base of the spine. If your lower back is slumped, your neck has no choice but to protrude forward to maintain balance. The hydration factor. Fascia, the connective tissue that makes up the hump, is largely made of water. Dehydrated fascia is sticky and stiff. Hydrated fascia is supple and easier to remodel. It is important to remember that if you feel dizziness, sharp pain, or numbness during these movements, you must stop. A neck hump can sometimes be related to bone density issues or metabolic conditions like Cushing's syndrome. If your hump feels very hard like bone, or if you have sudden weight gain in the face and torso, consult a professional. But for the vast majority of us, this hump is a habit written in flesh, and habits can be rewritten. The journey to fixing a buffalo hump is a journey of self-awareness. It's about noticing the moment your chin drifts toward your chest. It's about feeling the tension in your shoulders and having the tools to release it. Imagine yourself 3 months from now. Your head sits lightly upon your shoulders. Your chest is open. That heavy, tired feeling at the base of your neck has been replaced by a sense of space and mobility. You aren't just standing taller. You're breathing deeper. Persistence is the key. Your body is listening to the signals you give it. Stop giving it the signal that it needs to defend your spine. Start giving it the signal that you are upright, strong, and aligned. Take a breath. Roll your shoulders back. Tuck your chin. The path to a healthier spine starts with this single moment of awareness. You have the knowledge. You have the exercises. Now it's time to do the work. Take care of yourself, and in doing so, you'll find you have more energy to take care of those around you. See you in the next step of your journey toward better health.